Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got NBA basketball for you. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's
NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you what promises to be a very exciting Friday night matchup. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Heat. And then for the Detroit Pistons. Then it's Thompson, and it's Stewart in at the 4.
Well, Detroit has always been one of those teams you think of when it comes to franchises that epitomize the rough and tough Eastern Conference. Always look to be a tough defensive team, and they might not have the flashiest players, but they have some of the toughest, no doubt.
And Clark, as you said, the Pistons were strong against the rest of the East last year. Didn't give away too many games, and 25 of their 29 wins came against Eastern opponents.
Yeah, they took advantage of the weaker conference for sure, but it just shows you how much growth they have ahead of them, because in order to get to the playoffs, they're going to have a good record against the West as well.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler, throws down the breakaway jam.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back, straight to the rack.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. The Pistons rebound.
Well, you got to love the effort, but probably an ill-advised decision in the end to go for that alley-oop.
Yep, that sequence went from pretty to ugly in a hurry.
Now here's Love. Dio. It's rebounded by Ivy. Heat on D. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
All right, Doris. Here's Butler after the basket by Detroit.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game, because we've got one here tonight.
Here's Ivy. Shot denied. Outside Butler. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Denton. This one for 3. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ivy dishes to Cunningham. He kicks it to Thompson. Now the pass to Ivy. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Detman, defended by Ivy. Rosa. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, an exciting player, Kevin. Incredible agility, and even when you think you have him stymied, he's great at maintaining his body control in midair and still getting a good shot off.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
First one falls for him.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
And so he makes both from the line. Clark, as you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their second title in a row. Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside. One of the problems for the Pistons last season was they always seemed to come out after halftime flat. Just couldn't sustain the kind of intensity and focus needed to win consistently. That was a big part of why they had such a tough year.
Well, going back to the Pistons, the third quarter for them was by far their worst scoring quarter. Several points lower than any other quarter they played in, and with the sample size you get over the course of a season, that is no accident.
Well, you know, what you think about now with a team like this is that if it's young, maybe they're not used to the tweaks and the adjustments that other teams are making at them over the halftime break. So this is an area for improvement for this Detroit team.
And that one's good by Butler.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Stewart passes to Cunningham. Thompson up top, shoots from the high post. That's good on the jump shot.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Love outside. Dio defended by Cunningham. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
First free throw is good. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about 2 former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these 2 teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those 2.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there.
Here's Denman. Miami no good on that time either. Pistons trailed by 3. There's the pick. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Can't get it to go. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. He dishes it to Butler. Defended by Ivy. Butler goes in. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Butler's got 6.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Taken away. Passes it to Love. Takes the 3. The shot is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. And that one hits back iron.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Now here's Thompson after the miss from Butler. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Fires, high post, and it's good.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
The Heat leading by 3. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Rosa, smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. He passes to Cunningham. Stolen. Here's Denman, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, it sure has. And another area where they've been on point is defending the rim, guys. A lot of blocked shots through the first 2 quarters.
And the Pistons making a change here. Flynn's checked in.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great teams until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Now here's Flynn from the wing. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
Butler with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Denman. Defended by Ivy. From 6 away. Nice jump shot. Good. He has 5. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
There's the pass to Stewart. Kicks it to Flynn. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Denman.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Left side, Love. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Ivy. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Flynn kicks to Thompson. Pass to Stewart. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. Outside Flynn. Ivy. He passes to Stewart. Feeds it to Ivy. Just 5 on the clock.
Okay, they're down early, but they're doing the right things by taking that ball inside.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. Back to Butler. Working on Thompson. Fades. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. No good at the rim.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Flynn trying to get back on track. Duran, and the rejection by Love. The Heat leading by 12. Here's Denman. Second chance shot. And it's Butler missing. Here's Ivy. Thompson outside. Pass to Stewart. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Miami's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Bryant with a screen on Brown. Moser kicks to Richardson. He feeds it to Bryant. Backing in. The jump hook gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 14.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. You mentioned that they were doing the right thing by getting it inside.
Yeah, the defense has done a really good job so far, but if you get it inside consistently, you have a couple of options. You can shoot it, or if they double team you, then you've got a chance to pass it to the open guy. So both are high percentage plays, and both are the result of throwing that ball inside.
Good points. Now here's Brown. Grimes, started by Robinson. Pass to Fournier. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Flynn. Knocks down the three ball. Flynn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now here's Butler. 6 points for him. Now the feed to Bryant. Butler sets a screen for Bryant. Richardson kicks to Butler. No good from outside. Pistons trailed by 11. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Pistons have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
The Pistons have gone now 5 seasons, guys, without posting a winning record, and they're on their 4th coach in that time. Been musical chairs on the bench. Hopefully, they'll be able to find some stability there and some improvement on the court.
Richardson for 3. That's good. Richardson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Brown with a screen on Robinson. And Fournier kicks to Flynn. The Pistons working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. That is good. And the Pistons' long rebuild has hurt attendance. There's no doubt about that. It's dropped over 20% over the last decade. Down around 67% last season. Steve, last in the NBA.
Well, of course, this city has also been hit hard by the economy, Kevin, and that has played a role. But no question, the Pistons' struggles have led to the attendance dropping. Hopefully this team, with the good young talent they've put together, can get things turned around and get these fans back.
And he makes the first.
They're shooting extremely well from the free throw line now.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And as you mentioned, free throw shooting a big reason for the lead.
Yeah, it really is, Kevin. And again, they're actually attacking the rim. They're putting the pressure on the officials to call fouls. Those fouls are being called. And then they're stepping up to the line and knocking down those free throws.
And the basket good.
Back-to-back threes for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
The Heat leading by 7. Robinson a screen on Brown. On deep. Can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. Here's Grimes. And another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. .129 left to play in the first quarter. And the Heat shooting pretty efficiently out there. It isn't 48% in the first quarter. Butler dishes to Robinson. He kicks to Richardson. Back to Robinson. Butler on the way. It's picked off. Here's Fournier. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
Oh, boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Richardson kicks to Robinson. Dishes it to Butler. Defended by Fournier. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket. The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
Free throw, good Butler. And back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did. And I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road, and that's not easy to do.
Now Robinson. After the missed 3 from Brown. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either. Pistons trailed by 5. Sasser guarded by Robinson. The dish to Fournier. Shoots the 3. The Pistons rebound. Here's Robinson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. Unbelievable. Great shot there, Kev. And the crowd is going crazy.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Now Butler. He dishes it to Richardson. Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Bryant in the post. Richardson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Backing down is Bryant. Goes back up. Detroit with the rebound.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, guys, 2 lottery picks this year out of Canada. Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, taken 13th, and Anthony Bennett out of UNLV, the surprise first overall pick. With the presumptive #1 pick next season coming from Canada, it seems Canadians are taking over the NBA. Bennett said this shows that basketball is on the come-up in Canada. We have a lot of young talent, players in college right now. So the next couple of years should be good for us. Kevin?
Boy, you gotta like that. Thanks, Doris. The pass to Butler. Number 24. Miami no good on that time either.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. No good there in the post.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Butler kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Butler. There's the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Kicks to Cunningham. The 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Miami leading by 4. Outside Martin. From outside the arc. That's good. Martin's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've led by as many as 14 points. Feeds it to Richardson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Number 11. And again, Miami with the triple.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They are just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. There's the double team with Martin. Neumann covered by Martin. Cunningham. Rebound by the Heat. Bryant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Backing down is Martin. Pass to Richardson. Outside Butler. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Back to Richardson. From deep. The kick outside to Butler. He feeds it to Richardson. Back to Butler. Left side Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
There's the screen. Here's Grimes. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Back to Bryant. He passes to Richardson.
Yeah, look at me.
Shot clock at 6. Number 11. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Pistons trail by 13. Here is Cunningham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the layup is good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Outside Butler. Bryant passes to Martin. Kicks it out to Richardson. Outside Butler. From deep. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Well, you know, the Pistons, a team that looks to pound you inside. Last season, they placed second overall in points in the paint.
The Heat making a switch here. And here is Butler. 11 points in the game. Pass to Richardson. The feed to Martin. Heat moving the ball around. Butler goes in. Shot clock at 5. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. He has 6. And Clark, you mentioned the Pistons' aggressiveness getting inside, but that had its drawbacks. Steve, they were one of the most turnover-prone teams in the NBA.
Well, they're not a great team at turning the other team over, tied for 5th lowest in steals. So the turnover differential, I think, was a major problem for Detroit, something they're going to have to clean up this year.
Outside, Martin. Outside Butler. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here is Cunningham. They set the pick. Rebound by the Heat.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Richardson dishes to Butler. From deep three-point range, that one goes. Count it. Butler's got 16 points.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now, but he's finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Nivens off the left rim and out.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over him.
Martin kicks to Richardson. Tries from 7. No luck.
Well, he defended the shot, got back into play, and grabbed the board. Nice play.
Here is Cunningham. Nivens. Duran lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, 6 points for him.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Outside Butler, off the screen, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
He kicks it to Cunningham. Cunningham off the pick from Stewart. Nivens. Offensive rebound. Dishes to Cunningham. Grimes. Richardson covering. The dish now to Cunningham. And there's the pass to Stewart. Working on Martin. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity." Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back titles, guys.
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks. Nivens. Again, the Pistons good for 2. Timeout called, the Heat.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And the Heat making a change here. Butler with the ball. He's got 18. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Dio. No good. And Detroit the other way now. Here's Ivy. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Cunningham. Rebound, Love. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Rosa. Rebound, Detroit. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. And Thompson throws it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Back to Butler. He dishes it to Love. Good ball movement here by Miami. Passes it to Dentman. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And it's Detroit the other way. And now the Pistons fast break. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Shoots it up. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Well, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing and their offensive flow. I think they need to get back to that.
There's a screen. They need this one. Dentman defended by Cunningham. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Now the Pistons with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. A one-on-one here. Rosa kicks it to Love. Feeds to Butler. 29 seconds left in the first half. Dio. Rebounded by the Pistons.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here is Cunningham. He has 6. Thompson passes to Stewart. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Rosa. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Miami ahead, leading by 9.
Now, presented by Sprint. Glad you're with us for the nighttime edition of the Halftime Show. Miami up on top against Detroit. They've been relentless attacking the rim, dominating in points in the paint, and the bodies down low have been banging away. Jimmy Butler certainly contributing with his play. He's piled up 18 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. And a resilient Pistons team is staying in it. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball. Basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
Complete domination. What a game for Butler. 18 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
Well, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. I mean, he's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
Pass to Dentman. He feeds it to Love. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Love's got the first basket of the third quarter for Miami.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Here is Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Off target with the open look.
While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it.
Rosa. They get it again. Dio powered down with both hands.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is, you know, a natural tendency to cruise. But, you know, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They can turn it up in a hurry.
Well, there's just so much athleticism on this team that if they want to press you in the half court, they usually can force turnovers. And if not, they can also sit back and play a more straight-up defensive style and be very effective that way as well.
The drive by Love. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. You have to like what we're seeing from Butler.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Pistons trail by 16. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Looking to end the run. Here's Stewart. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. The Pistons shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game. That free throw good from Stewart. And so he hits both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The Heat leading by 14. The pass to Denton. Puts up a three. Thompson with the rebound. The Pistons shooting around 41% on the night. Ivy kicks to Thompson. Cunningham. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pistons have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. It's Thompson off the drive. Pass to Cunningham. The feed now to Ivy. For 3. Gets it to go. Ivy's got his first 3 points of the game.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Poked loose. And now the Pistons fast break. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Miami leading by 11. Here's Denton. Boom, he jams it straight down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Defended by Denman. Thompson dishes to Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Now here's Butler. He's got 18. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Rosa, defended by Cunningham. From the arc. Count the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Here's the pick. Here's Ivy. He kicks to Cunningham. Cunningham off the pick from Stewart. The floater. No luck. Great D that time from Dentman.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Rosa. But they get it back. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And now the Pistons, fast break. Thompson with the ball. Gets it to go. Thompson's got 10. And Miami has possession. Now Butler. Right side, Butler. Dio. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Here is Cunningham. He's got 6. Cunningham off the pick from Thompson. Dishes it to Ivy.
Get it!
From outside, off the mark.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Passes to Dentman.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Brown is checked in for the Pistons. Fournier comes in for Thompson. Pass to Dentman. Defended by Ivy. And he makes good on the layup. 9 points in the game so far. Pistons trail by 18. Here's the screen. Looking to get back on track here. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Love with the screen for Butler. Brown's there. Love goes in. Dio.
Oh, get it! Watch out now.
Oh, nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
And stolen by Love. In transition, here comes Miami. And slam dunk by Butler.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
Here's Fournier. He's got 5. The 3 ball. Good. Fournier's got 8. Timeout called the Heat. Thompson, he's checked in for Cunningham. And here is Butler. 20 points for him. He passes it to Dentman. Rosa launches it. And that one's good. 12 points for him.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
There's a good screen. Here's Fournier. Duran. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. The Heat leading by 18. The dish to Love. From past the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Thompson passes to Ivy.
Get through.
Duran. He dishes it to Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Ivy. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Mosier's checked in for the Heat. And so here is Miami. Back to Butler. It's up against Thompson. The fader. And the shot is good. And it's now 22 points for Butler.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve. What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
And the pass to Dentman. There's the three. Detroit with the rebound. Cunningham's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Fournier. No good with the finger roll.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Dentman. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Brown. Pistons trail by 18. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And the Heat making a change here. Here is Cunningham. 8 points for him. Robinson with the block. And they're running. Pass to Dentman. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
No, that's too easy for him.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Feeds it to Ivy. Five to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. Both free throws good from Ivy.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Butler kicks to Moser. Three-pointer. That's good. Moser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pistons trailed by 21. Here's Ivy. He's got 5. Kicks to Cunningham. And he lobs it up.
Give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
Butler with the ball. He's got 22. Defended by Ivy with the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Stewart. Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Ivy dishes to Thompson. He feeds it to Ivy. Pistons keep it alive. Poked away. Butler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Pass to Moser. Good ball movement here by Miami. Rosa, defended by Cunningham, to the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. 16 points for him.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. Tries to keep it alive. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
That's 11 points off their turnovers this quarter, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot as a result.
Yeah, no way they can climb back into this game unless they start executing offensively.
Bryant is checked in for the Heat. Love comes in for Moser. .102 left to play in the third. Miami leading by 21. Love outside. Back to Butler. Left side, Butler. For Miami, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And the first one at the line is good. And Miami making a change here. And so Butler nails both of them.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's Butler. 24 points for him. Outside Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. Pulls up. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Butler's got 26 points.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, he got it! Boom! Buzzer! Knock it down! Right at the horn.
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Pistons trailed by 19. Here is Cunningham. He passes to Stewart. And there's the feed to Ivy. And he's good on the three ball. Ivy's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons. The Heat shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Back to Bryant. He kicks it to Butler. Left side, Love. Three-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Dishes to Cunningham. Cunningham off the pick from Stewart. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. The pass to Ivy. Just 5 to shoot. Rejected by Bryant. They retain possession. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Miami leading by 17. Back to Love. Passes it to Dentman. There's the dish to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bryant. Backing him down. Unloads from 9. And there's another one for the Heat.
Up over 50% now from the floor with the way they've shot this half.
Yeah, that's a nice improvement. It's not a surprise to see them out in front with the way they have shot throughout the entire game, as a matter of fact. They've been very efficient offensively.
Thompson for the triple. Second shot opportunity. He dishes it to Ivy. Fires the three. But they'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
From deep, Richardson. Here's Dentman, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the first one drops. And Miami making a change here. Both free throws good from Dentman. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Feeds to Cunningham. Cunningham off the pick from Thompson. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Man, a real mental lapse there at a terrible time.
Well, Steve, it would have been a big gaffe anytime, but especially when you're behind.
So it's Miami now. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Love dishes to Richardson. Rosa lets it go with the three, and the shot is good. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Kicks it to Richardson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. And a new group in for the Heat. And Richardson drops them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Nivens. Detroit, no good that time either. Now the Heat with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Robinson kicks to Martin. He feeds it to Richardson. Leads him in there. Here's Robinson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 43% for the game. They set the screen. Flynn against Richardson. 6 to shoot. Neumann. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
Richardson with it. Picked up by Flynn. Outside Robinson. Lets it go from deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yep.
Tries to snap the cold streak. That's good.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
He'd have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Moser. Pass to Robinson. Here's the 3.
Good boy.
Number 24, covered by Flynn. Here's Moser. Here's Martin. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Outside Flynn. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Detroit.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
He'd have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
On the wing, on the wing.
Number 24, the feed to Richardson. Gets the bucket.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
He used that pick to perfection.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Here's Moser. Outside Robinson. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires it up. They get it back. Back to Robinson.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
The Heat making a switch here. Here's Moser. He passes to Robinson. Takes a three. The shot is off. And Detroit the other way now. Shoots from the elbow. He squares up and sinks it. Miami's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Moser. Backs him down. Got it. Good job in the low post. Detroit's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Here's Sasser. Some solid defense here from Moser.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Robinson kicks to Moser. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Good work defensively by Martin.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Pass to Moser. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson kicks to Moser. Clock at 6. Number 11. Misses off the left iron.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
To the middle. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Pistons making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Here's Moser. He kicks it to Martin. Dishes it to Robinson. Jacks up a three. Fournier pulls it down. The Pistons have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Nivens. The Pistons rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Moser. Moser's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now Robinson. Number 24, covered by Flynn. With the teardrop, that's good. Miami's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. The pass to Robinson. The tray. Back to Martin. Tries again, and that one's good.
One of the big stories is second chance points. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
And, well, Detroit shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Robinson against Flynn. Beyond the arc. And that one's good.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And Miami shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Number 11. They get the rebound. Pass to Moser. Backs in.
Good boy.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Flynn. Puts it up. Shot is off. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Moser. Number 24, defended by Fournier. Number 11. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Robinson backs down. Pass to Moser. Back to Robinson. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.